Hi, and welcome to The World According to Rich. Today we're going to talk with Matt Dean. He's a 19-year-old vlogger from Essex, UK. His channel is HelloItsMasterHulk. And I first became aware of Matt when he did a vlog standing up against bullying on YouTube. And that's when I really began to understand that he was a pretty good online citizen. That's why I chose him for today's vlogger interview. First of all, congratulations for hitting 1,000 subscribers. How did this journey start for you?
I was in sixth form. Me and some friends wanted to start making some YouTube videos, and we created a collaboration channel. It didn't really kick off, and I at the time was watching Charlie So Cool Like and things like that, and I was like, I want to do that. So I went off on my own, and none of my other friends really stayed on YouTube.
And what's attracted you to it? Why did you want to do it?
To get my opinions out, mainly, and I really liked the idea of making a video and having people actually watch it and comment and just respond. And
so what did you have an idea when you started it, or what you wanted to do, or are you sort of learning it as you go along?
I always wanted to vlog. Like, I always wanted to talk, but as I've progressed, I've sort of dabbled with things like comedy sketches and other such things, but at the moment I'm sort of in a transition period where I really want to go back into comedy.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is it that you really like about it? What keeps you going? It's been, like I said, a long couple of years now. Why do you keep doing it?
The thing that keeps me on YouTube is the friends I've made, pretty much. I've made quite a lot of friends, and I've just this Saturday, actually, just met one of them. They came down and we hung out, and it was really great. And yeah, I have conversations every single day on Skype with them, and it's just, I love it. And I'm meeting new people every day, so it's cool.
And you did a video recently about comparing YouTube to your own community. Could you kind of summarize that a little bit?
Yeah. The reason I compared it to my own town was pretty much the YouTube community is so close-knit that everyone knows everyone through someone else, if that makes any sense. Like, I know this person and you know this person. There's someone in the middle who we both know.
So it's like a small town.
We're always connected. Yeah, we're always connected by someone.
Now, let's talk about the real small town. I mean, real town that you live in. Do people get what you're doing, or why you're doing what you're doing online?
I find that now people are starting to accept that I do YouTube videos. But when I first started, people were like, "That's really weird" and stuff. And I was like, "No, it's good. I'm actually making friends, and I'm actually interacting with people. I'm not just sitting in my room on the computer." And it's just, I think now people are actually starting to accept it.
Now, are they starting to accept it because they know you, or because they're learning more about it in media and so on? They're hearing about it, or is it just starting to get it through what you're doing?
I think it's mainly just because I talk about YouTube a lot. It's one of the biggest things in my life. I talk about it all the time, and it's either they've just got used to it, or they're actually just realising that it's a good thing. I don't think it's anything to do with the media, because we don't really hear much about it in the media.
Right, except for the major stars and so on. But now, in terms of when did you start to get it? When did you start to watch YouTube and sort of understand this? How did you discover vlogging?
Oh, this was back in 2008. I don't know how I found Charlie So Cool Like, but he was the first person I found, and from him I discovered what vlogging was, and I found Alex Day, and then I didn't know how to make my first vlog, so I typed into YouTube how to make a first vlog, and the first result was Blade 376, and it was him, as well as Charlie, who made me want to start, because I really after watching that first video from Blade376, I started watching more of his videos, learning his style, learning Charlie's style, and I just sort of adapted the two and then formed my own style along the way. And when I started meeting new people.
And what have your first impressions versus today? What have you learned over the last couple of years in terms of, you know, how to be part of the community? Put it that way.
If you want to be part of the community, you have to put into the community what you want to get out of it. If you want interaction, you have to interact. If you want people to watch you, you have to watch others. You have to become an active part. You can't just expect the community to come to you. You have to become part of it.
And how do you become part of it?
You go to other people's channels. You build relationships. Is the main thing. You find someone with a common interest. You watch their videos. You comment. You like. You just build a friendship with that person. Through that person, you meet other people, and it just builds up from there.
Right. It seems to be the greatest misconception is people don't realize it is a social network. If you want it to be that way,
yes.
YouTube. So now you also take a stand when you feel it's necessary about things that you don't like on YouTube, and not everybody does that. What what drives you in that respect?
I try and be very real with my videos. I don't want to hide any part of who I am unless it's something terrible, like something I don't actually want to share. But if I have an opinion, I will give it. I mean, in the past, I've lost friends because of my opinions, but I don't regret my opinions.
Good. And what do you have any goals for this, or is this a hobby, or do you have a long-term goal, or you just want a platform to express yourself?
When I first started out, I was very into. I want to eventually make partner. I would like to make this my career, but now I'm not so sure. I'm really liking where I am at this stage, where I can create a video whenever I like. I don't have an audience that expects me to make a video. It's just whenever I can, whenever I want to. As for long term from here, I'd like to build up my audience and become more active in the UK community, because I'm very active in other communities like Team Iway, and there's a community called the DBA. I'm very active within that. Yeah. But I really want to get involved in the UK community, because it's a community I've not really interacted with as much.
Has it affected your offline life? I mean, has it given you any particular experience, or has it affected you in how you conduct yourself offline? That's a fair question.
I think it's the other way around, really. I try and conduct myself online the way I would conduct myself offline. Mm-hmm. It hasn't really affected my offline, because I've always been online before YouTube.
Right.
But the way I act offline is how I would act online.
Well, on that, thinking about that, was it difficult for you to become, to be online as you are offline? What was the most difficult part for you when you started vlogging?
Being natural. There's a lot of people will act when they vlog, mm-hmm. and when you start vlogging, you will automatically put on an act. The hardest thing is being yourself, I find.
If somebody was to ask you if they should vlog, how would you answer them?
If they were to ask me if they should vlog, I would say, no, you shouldn't. It's not something you have to do. But if you want to, and you feel it's something you are passionate about, that you want to give your opinions, you want to tell your stories, to make people laugh, stir up any sort of emotion through your voice, then do it, because it's a great thing and you meet a lot of amazing people doing it.
Thank you, Matt. Make sure you check out Matt's channel, Hello, It's Master Hulk on YouTube. And thanks to all of you for continuing to support the vlogger interviews and helping to get the word out. I think this is going to continue for a long time. I know I've got some great interviews coming up. And I will see you with the next one.